Hey, it's your girl Nay. If you're new here, welcome. If you're true here, welcome back. Grab a snack, have a seat. We got some things to talk about. Sometimes I wonder what I did to deserve you. Girl, I just wanna love you. So today's video, we are touching on the topic of detachment. Performative detachment versus true detachment, and why we're even talking about this in the first place. Detachment goes into my box of trendy words, especially 2024, 2025 era. I think a lot of times when we talk about detachment, we are trying to get ourselves to detach. I hate using the words that you're describing or defining. We're trying to get ourselves to separate the desire to control an outcome versus allowing things to be. And realistically, that's true detachment versus performative. Performative detachment suggests that you're pretending to be unaffected, to pretend to be unfazed, to pretend to be non-caring about how something is. We're going to use the topic of detaching from an emotional scenario, boyfriend, girlfriend, breakup, whatever, because that's usually often where detachment comes into play as a trendy word. When you are trying to act unbothered when it comes to a breakup, in hopes that you are going to attract this person to you, in hopes that they are going to notice that you're at least acting like you don't care. And this is not to shun detachment. I want to say that this video came a way of healing for myself and realizing that I had a conversation with somebody on TikTok, and it was a stranger. I don't know who the person was. It was underneath the video. And it was under one of those, the random reads on the tarot reads or whatever. And they're like, this person's going to come back to you, blah, blah, blah. And at the time I was trying to get over somebody, and I commented on like, I've detached or I walked away, but, hopefully they come back around. But, if they don't, they don't. And a random person responded to me and they're like, well, that's playing games. And I was like, how is it playing games? And they were like, because you're pretending to not care and you're walking away hoping that they're going to see you and come back because you walked away. You're not really not caring though. And at the time I disagree with them. Now looking back at it, I do agree with them. I wouldn't title it as playing games, but I would definitely say that was performative detachment. Kind of still looking over your shoulder, kind of still peeking around the corner. Do you see that I'm gone? Do you miss me yet? Do you realize what you've lost? And you are silently still invested, even though you really do care internally, right? And true detachment is acceptance. Literally is what it is. You don't think about it anymore, and if you do, it's in passing. It can come into your mind and you don't get anchored to it. You don't feel a ping, you don't feel that sinking feeling in your chest. Think about moments where you truly like somebody and how you felt in that moment versus moving on for somebody that you were kind of lukewarm towards. Performative detachment versus true detachment. Really not caring about whether or not this person comes back, whether or not they see your worth now. Acceptance is a process, right? And sometimes we have to go through the performative detachment before you can actually get to the acceptance part of it all. Performative detachment includes strategy and is mainly rooted in strategy. I'm doing this in hopes to get this end result, versus true detachment is just acceptance and peace. I can't say you don't fully care. I mean, you could not care, and you could also you're not swayed either way, right? You just are. If they come back, cool, and if they don't, cool. You can also take away a person and you can put it towards a job. It's the same thing. If I get it, great, and if I don't, great. Either way, it's not going to be, oh, that's too bad. It's going to be great. Life moves on either way, right? If not this, then better is probably your best way. Like when you are in that point where you literally accept, like, if not this, then better, you're in the sweet spot. Here's my 3 steps to get from performative detachment to true detachment. Number 1, acknowledge that you are performing your detachment. This is what I had to do for me. Specifically in that situation when I was trying to get over that person, every time I forced real detachment, every time I actually set out to detach from the person, I felt like I was drowning in emotion. I felt like literally just by the choice of saying, I'm going to detach from this person, it never worked for me. I literally felt so sad the entire day. I couldn't stop thinking about the person. I played music that reminded me of them, whatever. And then when I would say, I accept that my feelings for them exist. I accept that I love them, and I accept that they probably don't even deserve it. I accept everything that is right now, right? So acknowledge it and then accept or feel the feeling. Allow yourself to feel the feeling and allow that feeling to settle and acknowledge that it's going to go away when it's ready to go away. Every time the person comes into your mind, you do not have to simmer in it. You don't have to sit in that. You can choose to distract yourself. You can choose to acknowledge it and say, I thank you for coming, but you can go now. You don't have to stay here. This thought process does not have to remain just because you showed up. You first acknowledge that you're performing and you're trying to get over the person. Second, feeling it. Third, acceptance. It comes on its own. You are not going to be in control of exactly when your body accepts it. One day you're going to realize, I didn't think about them at all yesterday. I actually can't remember the last time I thought about them. I haven't been feeling as low as I felt prior to. I'm not wondering anymore when they're going to come back. I'm not wondering anymore if this is my person. I'm no longer wondering this. Now, I am no therapist. I do not have a degree in psychology. I am not a replacement for a therapist. I am just sis. Yeah, I'm just your social media sis that's talking to you from experience, lived experience, not theory. Do not force yourself to get over something you are not ready for. But what you can do is accept what you can be in control of, which is you and your life, your thoughts, and your actions. Understand that you ruminating, you being in limerence a lot of times is really what is propelling you to stay in that stuck state and mind frame of that person. Once you acknowledge that they probably weren't even as great as the fuck you thought they were, and a lot of this, what you saw about them was a projection of their potential and not the reality of them, you're more than likely going to see them different, right? A friend told me one time, your taste in people change, or your taste in men is going to change as you elevate. There is no way to truly elevate in life unless you release what you thought was for you that is showing you that it's not. And realistically, they could be for you, but it could be the wrong time as well. You are not in control of that. And when you love yourself enough, when you value yourself enough, you don't want to be. Because you don't want to force anybody to be where they don't want to be. You don't want to force a job to be a job just because you created this whole idea. Like, yeah, that's great. But again, if not this, then better. That's what we're focusing on this channel. Adapting and also accepting that if not this, then better. That is the mindset you need to have, okay? I love you. Thanks for watching.